Okay, making sure we get logged on here. There we go. Hey everybody, Harry Newhand here. Hope you're having a great day. To all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day yesterday, one day late. I hope you had a great day. It's amazing how much we rely. Most of us had an opportunity to rely on our mothers to stay the course and be such strong influences in our lives. Of course, mine certainly was. Hopefully, yours was too in a positive way. And we're back at it here today, Monday. So I just wanted to reach out on emotions, emotional intelligence, and how to control the emotions in the sales process. And I'm not a poker player, but I've been watching the World Poker on TV once in a while, and I see these guys that are playing, and whether they got a strong hand or whether they're bluffing, their emotion stays the same. They control their tells, so the other people can't tell, if they're excited or if they're not excited, or if they're disappointed or not. So I started equating that or relating that to the sales process, and here's what I found. I learned this really going door to door, and other sales as well, and this happens everywhere. A lot of times the prospect, your customer, your potential customer, tests you. They test you by asking questions, and sometimes they're hard questions, and sometimes they're pointed questions, and sometimes they come across very, very crude, not rude, but crude in the way they ask the questions, almost like challenging you. And what I found is that those that react or overreact to the question or objection or situation, they lose control of the conversation. They lose control of the process. And so it's very important that you here's what I encourage you to do, is be ready for it. Expect it. Watch your tone, watch your posture, watch your inflections, and you can do this in a mirror. Have somebody test you with a question that would generally upset you or throw you off. And you can see your neck tighten, or you can see your brow change and your inflections. Now, when I was going door to door, when somebody came up with a question or objection, we learned how to expect it. And we say, oh my God, that's a great question. And when you say that's a great question, first of all, they drop their defenses. They relax because you recognize the fact that they asked a good question. Second of all, it puts you in a position where now they want to hear what you have to say afterward. So by controlling your posture, by controlling your response, so here's what it is. You learn how to respond versus reacting in every way, not just the words you use and the word tracks, but in your face. You learn how to respond. So what I learned how to do is smile. Smile because it relaxes them. They realize that, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. They test you, especially if you've got an offer, you're selling something that sounds too good to be true. If you have something that sounds too good to be true, they're going to test you with these questions and challenges to see how you react. Do you react or respond? So if you react negatively or fast or changing your posture in different ways, they feel like, whether you are or not, they feel like you are misleading them. So by relaxing, smiling, oh, that's a great question. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Oh my gosh, that's the same thing this other customer asked me the same question. If you expect the objection or the question or the response or the almost attack in some cases, you will be farther ahead. So that I parlay that or put that with emotional intelligence, is controlling your emotion so that you can calm their emotion down. If you control your emotion and dictate through not just your words, but in your facial expression, in your tension, in your posture, the way you're communicating, in your animation with your hands, whatever it is you do when you're selling and when you're talking to somebody, when you're in that conversation, pay attention to that. And if you want to practice in front of a mirror, practice. If you want to practice with somebody else, I encourage it. I recommend it. Or if you're doing a presentation, have somebody record you. If you do your presentations on Zoom, record every single one of them and then watch them after and see where you can make the adjustments if necessary. See where, if you were talking to yourself, if you were the salesperson trying to sell you on something, where would you be put off? Where would you be challenged? And again, practice is what it's all gets you to be better. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes perfect. But practice will show you, if you go back and listen, where you can make the adjustments, fix and refine your presentation, your word tracks, the way you look, the way your posture is. I was on a coaching call earlier today, excuse me, and we were talking about a situation that happened with this client's their prospect, and they were almost attacked, or they lost an appointment, they lost an opportunity to sell because of their record of lack of experience. And I showed them a way to turn that around into a positive response, as opposed to trying to make excuses and trying to back up and say other things. Turn that into a positive. That's why you want to work with me. This is why. This is it. That's a great reason. That's a great question. However you want to label that particular question or objection, that's going to dictate how the conversation goes and flows. All right, hopefully that helps everybody. Have a great day. Talk to you next time.